Good morning. Today is what, April 6th? And we are doing what you call potting up. We are potting up our tomato starts. So we started these about 2 weeks ago. And they are now ready. Tomatoes grow quick, so they're now ready to pot up. If anything, they probably should have been, these are already starting to put off some first sets of true leaves. So ideally you want to do it before they do that, but it's not a big deal if it's after that either. So, but today's a good day for it. It's cloudy. It's a little bit cooler outside, so it's nice to spend the day in the prop house. So what we do is Haley gets the seedlings with as much roots as possible. Tomatoes are unique in that you could pot them up with no roots. They'll send off new roots. Most plants would die like peppers, but tomatoes, I mean, we like to have roots with them just because they'll transplant better. But we take them from here. We start them on here so we don't take up a whole lot of room in our germination area. And then when they get a little bit bigger, we put them in these a little bit bigger trays. And usually they go back inside under lights. That's why we put them in smaller trays. We don't put them in their big pots yet because we're limited on room. But I'm tempted maybe this year to leave them out here. It's supposed to be so warm for the next week and a half, so they may actually grow better out here. So yeah, we'll do that. And then probably in about 2 weeks, they will go from these into our 4-inch pots. And that's what we transplant into the garden. And that's what we'll have a lot of extra. So we do plan to sell tomato starts this year again, and we'll probably actually have more variety with other vegetables as well. Hopefully some extra peppers, some herbs, some cabbage. And so yeah, you can kind of see the prop house too while we're in here. Things are coming to life a little bit. So these are all of our starts in here. Got our onions. These are all of our first planting of brassicas, so cabbages look beautiful. These will go out in probably 2 weeks. The onions we're going to actually transplant this afternoon. So it's charred, and so half of our prop house is for seedlings. The other half we might use for seedlings later on if we get too full here. But for now we have it planted to our first planting of lettuce. I don't know if you can see. And then there's zucchini planted in between the lettuce. So we normally do cucumbers, early planting of cucumbers, but we decided to do zucchini this year. So yeah, that's what prop house looks like. And we also have some additions this year for the first time in here. We have our new layers and some ducks that are also for laying eggs. So we put them in here this year. So they have their little section. And they can't be outside right now, it's too cold, and so that's why they're in here. They have plenty of room. The ducks, you see, the ducks like to make a mess in the water. The chicks don't do that, but the ducks kind of mess around. So yeah, they'll hopefully in a couple weeks they'll be feathered up pretty good. They'll be able to go outside. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. So thanks for watching and learning a little bit about potting up tomatoes. I'm sure there's some things I didn't cover, but until next time, eat well, live well.